Okay, this is a video because there isn't one out there on YouTube, so I figured I'd shoot this real quick. I'm basically, you're a shade tree mechanic. I'm not trained, but kind of know how to work on cars a little bit. So I thought I would show everybody what I did, so hopefully it helps somebody else. I've skipped a few steps here in terms of shooting this video just for the sake of time, and that I don't have a lot of high-priced video equipment here, so here goes. Anyway, if you've ever had a problem with your car starting, flooding, before rebuilding the engine, I always recommend trying to replace the fuel injectors first, because chances are they're leaking. So what I've done here is I've removed the air cleaning system. It's held in with like 4 bolts, not a real big deal. Here it is here. You should be able to pull that out pretty easily. There's a couple vacuum hoses, and there's one electronic connection here that you have to disconnect, and that comes out real easy. Then you'll find out really fast that if you want to get the fuel rail off, you have to take the throttle body off. So the throttle body comes off by disconnecting these 4 bolts right here by loosening up 4 nuts that look like this. Literally, to get all this stuff off, those are just what's holding this all together, a few sets of nuts and bolts. So anyway, you get that out of the way by disconnecting 1 throttle cable, 1 electrical connection right here, and a little finagling, and the disconnection of this line right here, which I believe, I'm not even going to guess what it is, and this line right here, which is gas. So then you can get to your fuel rail. So here's the fuel rail. It has 2 screws that go in here, one here, or bolts. So you take those 2 bolts off, and then the fuel rail can come up enough so that, as you can see, there's no fuel injector here, and there's no fuel injector here. I've already taken them out, but that's where they sit. This fuel rail lifts off real easy. They're only held in with a little bit of, oh crap, a little bit of pressure. Here's the new ones right here. This is the top, this is the bottom. You always want to use a reputable source to source rebuilt ones or buy brand new ones. You always want to replace with brand new O-rings or gaskets on them. With that said, I'm going to replace the old ones with these. And when I bought these, this particular O-ring did not come with it, so I had to buy them separately. So they're assembled, ready to go. All you have to do is take these and put them in a little bit of gasoline, and I'll hand this to you now so you can. The way this will work now is you basically take these, and after they have the gasoline on them, you'll fit them down under here and slide them in. You'll do that on both sides. I'm not going to slide it in now because I haven't soaked these in gasoline yet. And you'll do the same thing on the other side. Lift up the fuel rail. You'll slide it in after you get a little bit of gasoline. There's an opening right here. And then once they're in place, you'll put them back into the ports. You can see I pointed them out to you earlier. And then you'll reconnect the electrical connection right here once they're in place. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to basically take these 2 bolts, reconnect the fuel rail, and then reconnect the throttle body, reconnect the air filter assembly, and reconnect these hoses and this cable, and I'll be done. The end.